Hello, welcome to Video Mania 2, where we talk about mainly old movies, but we talk about new ones as well. And I finally streamed a new movie called Mortal Kombat, and it is based off the popular video game. And I was a big fan of the 1990s ones, especially the first one. The second one, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, was bad, but I enjoyed it. It's enjoyably bad, and it has some redeeming quality, and it's unintentionally absolutely hilarious. So it does have a special place in my heart. But the first one actually is turned out to be one of the better video game movies ever made, kind of by default, because there were so many that followed it that were so bad. And so the 1995 Mortal Kombat was considered a benchmark for many years, and some people still consider it maybe the greatest video game adaptation ever made. So I'm going to dive into the new one. I streamed it last night. I finally got a chance to take a look at it, and I really did like it. I had a smile on my face the whole time. So I'm going to get into what I really liked about it and all those things. And it did have its flaws, but I did enjoy it overall. This one, as I just said, does have flaws. The dialogue at times was could have used some sharpening, I think would be the best word to describe it. And it also, there was like some exposition to explain some things, and it could have been done a little better. So the dialogue was a little not the best, but it's a Mortal Kombat movie. Next, I would have to say that Kano was an absolute standout. He steals this movie. He was an absolute blast to watch, and he saves a lot of the early part of the movie when you're trying to, try to get involved in the story, and some of the flaws start to stand out. Kano really carries it, and just it's awesome what he did, and I hope they feature him again because Kano was an absolute home run. Jennifer McNamee played Sonya Blade, and she was really good too. At first, started out a little slow, but that character grew on me, and Jennifer McNamee did a very good job. I always thought Bridget Wilson did an amazing job in the first one, and even Sandra Hess in Mortal Kombat Annihilation did the best she could, just considering that movie, but she was a lot of fun to watch in that. So Jennifer McNamee had some reasonably big shoes to fill, but she did a great job. So those were the good things. The production design was very good. It was a high quality production. The earlier 1990s movies, especially Mortal Kombat Annihilation, was very obviously CG in a lot of places, and it showed. Whereas here, this looked really good. It was they spent money, and it shows. So it was a high quality production on that front. So that was a good thing. So Cole Young was a character written specifically for this Mortal Kombat movie, and I gave it the benefit of the doubt because I knew there was going to be no Johnny Cage, which I was a little bummed about, but I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt because the trailers look cool. So I was like, okay, I'll just see what they do. And Cole Young, he starts out as an MMA fighter, struggling. And you do feel a little bit for him. But he was very underdeveloped. And considering he was kind of a focal point of the story, that was a little bit of a letdown. So, but he wasn't awful. It's just, it could have been better. Now, having said some of the flaws, this is a Mortal Kombat movie. I mean, what did you expect, really? I mean, it's not going to be The Last Samurai here, okay? It's a Mortal Kombat movie. I knew going in what to expect, and I wanted it to deliver some fights, some action, some gore, because it was rated R, and it did those things. There were some cool fatalities followed up by some one-liners. They were reminiscent of some 90s and 80s classic action films. This had some of that. So that was really good. That brought a smile to my face. And Hiroyuki Sanada from The Last Samurai, as I was mentioning earlier, he plays Scorpion at the beginning of the movie. The movie starts out great. He is a great presence in the little bit of screen time that he has in this movie. He is great throughout, but he's great in everything. And the entire time, I was caught up into this world. I was enjoying myself. You know, today's movies, there's not many new releases, and some of them are pretty dumb, even for action movie standards. This one delivers what it wants. It knows what it is, and it delivers what the fans want. There's some fan service in there. If you're a fan of the games or even a casual viewer, I think you will enjoy this, as long as your expectations are in, hey, I want some big dumb fun, but not completely brain dead, but somewhat competent. This movie has that. So overall, I would give this a 4 out of 5, and the 4 stars being kind of generous because I had such a blast watching it. So the 4 stars I'm going to give it because the grading scale is a little slacker because of the genre that this is in. So overall, I really liked it, and I would recommend. I'll probably pick it up on 4K. So that pretty much covers it. I think definitely give it a look. I think most people will have fun with this because it certainly delivers the fun, and we need that in these times. So hope this helps, and continue checking back. I will be posting more videos soon. Thanks. Peace out.